The 164th at Remagen was in charge of security.
River protection.
River protection.
Secure. It's written in the book. We had charge, and that.
What measures did you take to protect the bridge, and fairly soon there was a treadway?
Well, we had our stuff across by the time that they got the treadway in. There was Bergen put an M1, I think, and then Colonel Anderson put a floating Bailey right below it, and I think there was a third one right in there. Anyway, I remember Anderson was having trouble. No, Bergen was having trouble with his floating, the M1. The Germans were shooting the floats out from under during the day. And at night, they'd go out, you'd go down there and you'd see the bridge out there, there'd be sections of it underwater. As it was stringing it across. That's after he lost my truck. And they'd go out at night and put new floats in there and inflate them in place and bring the bridge back up. And they finally got it across. I forget how many floats were shot out from under that bridge. But it was interesting as heck, the perseverance of those guys. And then the Germans were sharpshooters, that 88th. One of them, when I made reconnaissance, one of them put me in, they had trenches all along through there, and it had been raining and wet and muddy. And going out of Remagen, there was a railroad fill for going down the valley, and it was 10 or 15 feet high. And that gave you, once you're behind that, you're in pretty good defilade. I went up to reconnoiter the river, and my driver and radio man, they stopped there, and I went up by myself. They started sniping at me with an 88. And I crawled in the mud. Oh, it must have been 200 yards down in the darn ditch while they popped in 88s, and this got up and went through the opening in the railroad field. I can remember our radio operator, Sam Shore. He says, "Colonel," he says, "you sure look dirty." I said, "You get out there, you'd be dirty too." He was a fine guy. He'd been a yo-yo salesman before the war. Stood in the corners of New York and sold yo-yos. He was a darn good radio operator.